News at 11 starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11, streaming live at KMIR.com. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Thalia Hayden.
There was a big story in the Valley last year as an elderly driver plows through a fence at a school. Police say he was drunk at the time of the accident. He severely injured a child whose leg had to be amputated.
Before his day in court, the driver has died. KMIR's Kitty Alvarado is in the newsroom with details. Kitty.
The case against Malcolm Ross Patterson was a difficult one to try because the 84-year-old was a constant no-show in court. His lawyer insisted Patterson's health was failing, and now his lawyer has confirmed to KMIR News that Patterson has died. You may recall in October 2013 that Malcolm Patterson plowed through Abraham Lincoln Elementary School's fence in Palm Desert, hitting Adrian Grajeda, who was 10 years old at the time, causing him to lose his leg. Later tests showed that Patterson had alcohol in his system, but was below the legal limit. He was charged with a felony count of driving under the influence and causing great bodily harm. Patterson was a no-show 4 times to court, and at one point the judge issued an arrest warrant and doubled the bail to $180,000. Patterson's attorney insisted his client was in poor health and in a lot of pain and could not walk. We did speak with Patterson's attorney exclusively. He told us he did show up to court last week and his poor health was apparent, and the judge ordered a psychological evaluation to see if he was even competent enough to stand trial.
I learned yesterday, I can't say that I'm surprised when I saw him in court last week. He looked very ill, very, very ill, and in fact he didn't recognize me. Both families have gone through a lot. Both of them have suffered. This has been a tragedy for everyone. There's nothing good that can come out of something like this. I think that people just have to live and keep going. My heart goes out to his wife, who I know very well.
We also spoke to Adrian Grajeda's mother, Brandy, to get her reaction on Patterson's death. She did not want to go on camera, but did send us this statement. Quote, "We are deeply affected by the death of Mr. Patterson and the fact that we never received closure." The Grajeda family had filed a lawsuit against Patterson. They will be discussing how to proceed with their attorney, but for now, they say they're focusing on their son, Adrian. Back to you in the studio.
Kitty, thank you. Almost 5 days and no sign of a missing Los Angeles man who vanished from a resort in Palm Desert. The story of his disappearance has spread nationwide. KMIR's Angela Monroe has more.
Right now, we're just desperately looking for Omar. We really miss him, and you know, he was my only brother, so it's definitely very heartbreaking at this time.
Omar Mesa came to Palm Desert last Thursday for a business trip. He was last seen at the JW Marriott in Palm Desert that night. The AIG Annuities executive never appeared for his business meetings Friday.
We were trying to get his face out as much as possible, just hoping that if anybody sees him, that it will just help him.
Omar's wife says his wallet and jacket were found on a golf course at the resort. For the 3rd day, dive teams were searching the ponds on the property. But the Sheriff's Department says there is more to this investigation.
Well, due to the fact that it is an active and current investigation, we're not going to go into specifics as far in regards to the investigation, but there is other stuff going on behind the scenes. Our investigators are working on any and all possible leads that we're receiving right now regarding the whereabouts of Mr. Mesa.
His family is here in the valley helping with this search and continuing to work to spread the story.
At this point, we just asked if anybody has any information or they have seen Omar walking around, you know, Coachella, Indio, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, anywhere to, you know, contact the Riverside Sheriff's Department or myself or anybody that might, you know, be able to help.
I'm Angela Monroe, KMIR News.
And speaking of that search, the family is organizing one tomorrow at 11 a.m. that is open to the public. They'll be meeting in the Ralph's parking lot across from the JW Marriott to canvass the area in hopes of finding Omar.
Riverside County supervisors have authorized more than $28 million in state funding to add new sheriff's positions and programs in hopes of reducing jail overcrowding. 13 sheriff's positions will be added, including 4 deputy sheriff's positions and 3 correctional assistants. No county funds will be used. With less than 4,000 inmate beds in Riverside County's correctional capacity has long since reached its limit. Last year, more than 10,000 inmates were released from 5 jails just to make room. The funding approved by the board today comes from the state account established to offset local impacts of AB 109.
California Attorney Kamala Harris announced her plans to replace Senator Barbara Boxer in the 2016 U.S. Senate race. Harris was just elected to a second term as California Attorney General in November. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, who's been mentioned as a possible contender, says that he would not make a bid for the Senate seat. Harris is the first high-profile Democrat to declare candidacy since Boxer announced last week that she will not be seeking re-election. And it has been a gorgeous night here in the Valley.
Yeah, spectacular. Let's check in with meteorologist Jeff Fox. See what's going on with our weather headlines. Jeff.
All right, well, last night we got down to 50 in Palm Springs. Tonight, probably closer to 53, so a few degrees warmer, but the stars are out tonight. The afternoon and early evening gusts that we had are gone, and the weather for the next 7 days, wow. I mean, it's going to be really, really nice. As far as current temperatures are concerned, mid-50s down near the Salton Sea and in the valley as well, low to mid-50s. These temperatures just a few degrees warmer than we were last night. You go up to some of the higher elevations, 30s and 40s right now. And again, I expect overnight that we'll see a few degrees warmer than last night. And I'll be back. We'll talk about the 7-day and how much you're going to love it in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Several residents in Desert Hot Springs are complaining about an eyesore in their neighborhood.
Yeah, they say a house has piles of trash all over. Elizabeth asked KMIR to investigate this eyesore next door, saying, quote, there is a mess next door, bags, towels, stuff so they can recycle. It's not a healthy environment. We live next door and keep our place clean. Elizabeth, you ask, we investigate. Here's our KMIR Giselle Puente.
The rat issue, we're getting rats from their place.
Some residents in this remote area of Desert Hot Springs say this house is a public nuisance.
The plastic bags filled with plastic bags, clothes hung on the fence, clothes on a clothesline.
Elizabeth Johnson, who lives a dirt lot away from this home, says the owners have neglected it for years. A spokesperson from the county's code enforcement department says they notified the owner last February of excessive outside storage, and the owner complied.
They came and told them to clean up. They cleaned up, and it was that way for a month.
The homeowner spoke with me off camera, saying they just want their privacy. They said it would help if they could build a wall like the Johnsons so no one could see into their property. However, their house falls under a flood zone, so they were denied permits. Instead, they built a fence. For some neighbors, this isn't enough. They insist this eyesore next door needs to be cleaned up for good.
Those clothes have been up there too long. It's time to get rid of the whole thing and clean it up. It's hurting the value of our property.
Giselle Puente, KMIR News.
New information tonight on what police are calling a DUI crash that injured 3 teens in Palm Desert. It was breaking news last night on KMIR News at 11. Happened around 9 p.m. near Hoveley Lane East and Portola Avenue. Authorities say 18-year-old Julia White of Palm Desert was driving drunk at the time of the crash. She lost control of her car, causing it to flip several times. White and 2 teenage passengers in that car suffered minor injuries and were taken to the hospital. Officials say they will pursue criminal charges against White.
A car crash on Highway 62 sends 3 people to the hospital, including a 3-year-old. This all happened about 9 o'clock this morning near North Indian Canyon Drive. Now, police say the driver, 21-year-old William Linares of Yucca Valley, was speeding when he approached a curve and lost control. The truck flew off the road, through the guardrail, and struck the mountainside head-on. Linares, as well as a passenger, suffered minor injuries, but a 3-year-old suffered major injuries and was taken to Loma Linda Children's Hospital. Now, authorities say the child was not wearing a safety seat, or not in a safety seat.
An 85-year-old India woman died after a traffic accident at Laurel Gate and Clinton Avenue. Just after 11:30 this morning, a medical transport vehicle carrying Bertha Ornelius collided with a red Nissan. The woman did not have any apparent injuries from the crash, but she was transported to the hospital as a precaution. She later passed away at that hospital. The exact cause of death is under investigation.
The KMIR News is just getting started.
County officials warn that a person who caught measles from Disneyland may have also infected others at the Morongo Casino. We'll have more.
And a Palm Springs family believes their 100-pound tortoise may have been stolen or slowly escaped. Details next.
And as far as the satellite and radar are concerned, there's nothing over us. I'll tell you what's coming for the next 7 days, so don't go to sleep yet. There's more KMIR news at 11 to come.
Making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. You're watching KMIR News. Celebration of people making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. To those who save lives, to the innovators, the educators, to the champions, our everyday heroes, and our kids. Commitment to community is not just reporting what's happening. It's supporting those who make our community great. We're KMIR News. Together, we're making the Coachella Valley a better place to live.
Tu mi racconti di te, di un mondo che fu, eppure mi è rimasto nel cuore l'amore che tu avevi per me. Vorrei tornare indietro per un momento.
The Range Rover Evoque. Land Rover, above and beyond.
In today's world, home break-ins, robberies, and fire are all too common. You and your loved ones deserve to feel safe. Hello, my name is Chris Medane. With our 24 hours monitoring, 24 hours alarm response, and 24 hours home automation, we have all of your security needs covered. And now, for a limited time offer, receive a $695 security system package absolutely free. Your monitoring cost is only $29.95 a month. Call today, 322-1562.
Who cares what it holds if it can't hold your gaze? Who cares how tight it can turn if it can't turn heads? Who cares how capable it is if it's incapable of creating a reaction? Any SUV can move something, but can it move you? Introducing the first ever Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. See Desert Lexus.
Thank you, Cable.
For the slower internet upload speeds.
For making me wait longer to share my photo albums.
Thank you, Cable, because if we never had you,
we wouldn't know the incredible difference Verizon Fios makes.
The numbers don't lie. In customer satisfaction studies, Fios is rated #1 in internet speed and reliability and HD picture quality. Get a Fios Triple Play online at an amazing price guaranteed for 2 years and get a $400 bonus with a 2-year agreement. Hurry, it's your last chance. This offer ends January 17th.
Hey, there goes the General again.
This portion of the news is brought to you by General Heating and Air Conditioning. Making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. KMIR News continues.
Welcome back. A 100-pound, 35-year-old tortoise is missing tonight, and the owners called KMIR for help. We want to show you Tortuga right now, larger than a small child. He was last seen 4 days ago on a property in Palm Springs near Smoke Tree. The family was on vacation when Tortuga's sitter told them the tortoise went missing. The owner thinks he may have been stolen, but it is also possible that he got lost. Either way, the family says they just want Tortuga home. Their 3 young children keep asking their parents where Tootie went, the nickname. If you have any information on Tortuga, please call our newsroom. We would love to reunite him with his family.
Officials in San Bernardino County say a patient with measles may have come in contact with a large number of other people at Morongo Casino. The person was one of several who became infected while visiting Disneyland in Anaheim in mid-December. Now, that person then visited Morongo Casino Resort and Spa in Cabazon on Sunday, January 4th, between 6 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. Now, if you think you might have been exposed because you were at the casino at that time, it is recommended that you contact your doctor immediately.
All right, coming up, Jeff Fox will join us with a look at weather.
But first, here's tonight's Donny Osmond Pacific Premier Bank Stock Market Close.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women,
killing more women than all forms of cancer combined.
It's called the silent killer, but we won't be silent.
anymore.
Join the American Heart Association and KMIR and KPSC for the 8th annual Go Red for Women Luncheon, Friday, February 13th at the Renaissance Esmeralda Resort and Spa in Indian Wells.
There you'll receive vital information to keep you healthy.
Make it your mission to help fight heart disease in women. Go Red!
New turkey tacos from Del Taco are now even better with Jenny O Turkey. They have all the taco flavor with 33% less fat. So you can cut fat, not tacos. That's unfreshing, believable.
Smile more with the help of Dr. Bruce Bauman.
At our state-of-the-art facility, we create a relaxed and comfortable environment. We are part of this community and make sure each of our patients are well taken care of. With cosmetic, implant, and general dentistry, our team is here for you.
So call today at 760-610-6743 or visit our website at palmdesertsmiles.com.
Open 24/7. Spa Resort Casino, Palm Springs.
There's never been a better time to try Time Warner Cable. With HD content you love to watch virtually anytime, anywhere. Ultra-fast internet at the speed you need. And unlimited nationwide calling. All together for the first time for $89.99 a month. Plus, enjoy big Hollywood blockbusters from Epix. Now with free installation and TV equipment included. That's a savings of over $900. Try it, love it, or your money back guaranteed. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Say hello to the Bucket Under menu from Del Taco. No one gives you more fresh choices starting at 50 cents, like quesadillas, tacos, and new salsa verde nachos. Only on the Bucket Under menu from Del Taco. That's unfreshing, believable.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Carpet Empire Plus. Come see what that plus is all about at Carpet Empire Plus.
Welcome back. Meteorologist Jeff Fox is saying we're going to see 16 days with no rain.
That's not what he said.
It's not what he said?
No, he said,
right, well,
they can guess a few days out and be pretty accurate.
16 is pretty far.
16 days, that's more like models and fancy weather talk. Jeff's here now with at least a 7-day forecast.
Please explain yourself, Jeff.
And I'll explain. When it comes to the next 3 days, we are dynamite. When it comes to 5 or 6 days, pretty good. Comes to 7 days, it starts getting iffy. But some of the computer models actually go out as far as 16 days. For those calculating at home, that would be till 4 p.m. on the 30th of January. And I don't give it a lot of credence, but no rain in those 16 days in the GFS, that's the Global Forecast System model run by our government. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that looks pretty dry for us. You can see no clouds over Palm Springs or the Coachella Valley right now. This low pressure system has been causing some snow in portions of Arizona and New Mexico, and there's some freezing rain in the east. But again, the chance for 16 days, 16 dry days during the midst of what here is normally the rainy season. Anyway, you can see no clouds over us. We're going through Thursday here with Storm Tracker. Everything looks absolutely superb. And tomorrow, once again, we're going to see temperatures get into the 70s. This is about what the high was today. I believe it was 73 officially at Palm Springs International. Some cooler spots. Normally cooler spots, we'll see cooler temperatures. You're up in those higher elevations, but everybody sees wall-to-wall sun during the day tomorrow. So overnight tonight, we're going to stay clear. Look for an overnight low of 53 degrees, and then tomorrow sunny, Thursday sunny, Friday sunny. You know, I'm normally on the other side of the screen and I can just back out, but there's a monitor behind me. This may be difficult. If you hear furniture falling, you'll understand what I've done. Here's the rest of the 7-day forecast. I got behind it. All right, we've got temperatures mainly in the 70s, some clouds starting Sunday, but again, no rain over the 7 days, and potentially for 16, potentially. Back to you.
Still to come tonight.
Bus riders come in all shapes and sizes, but this is a whole new breed. We'll explain coming up.
Love your morning with an Egg White Delight McMuffin and hot McCafe coffee.
Does the smell of a freshly bound presentation fill you with optimism? Do you love your wireless keyboard more than certain family members? Is your success due to a filing system only you understand? Could you and your portable printer inspire a buddy movie?
If so, you may be gear-centric.
Someone who knows that the right office gear helps you do great things. And there's one place that has it all. Office Depot Office Max. Gear up for great.
There are still companies that believe completely in American craftsmanship. Companies that believe quality and attention to detail are best created right here in America. For 4 decades, San Antonio Shoemakers has crafted shoes to fit your feet and your life. If you haven't had the pleasure of wearing an SAS shoe, come experience the pure comfort of genuine leather, cushioned soles, and a broad range of sizes. Come see the amazing styles and world-class comfort now at SAS, San Antonio Shoemakers. Keep moving.
Start the new year off right with a brand new Mercedes-Benz E400 Coupe. It's the $125,000 Benz and Bucks giveaway at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Swipe your card Sunday through Friday for free entries into the grand prize drawing on February 21st and weekly giveaways held every Saturday night. The Mercedes E400 is powerful, refined, and best of all can be yours. Win a brand new Mercedes-Benz plus thousands of dollars in cash and free slot play now through February 21st. Only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino.
Same great steaks,
same great service.
LG's Prime Steakhouse, it's the art of the steak.
It's everything you love and more of it. The new triple cheeseburger, just $2.49.
Time for tonight's Showbiz Report. The hipster queen is having a baby. College is back in session. All that and more coming up in tonight's Showbiz Report. A new girl star may soon be having a new girl. Or a boy. Actress Zooey Deschanel tells People magazine she and her boyfriend are expecting their first child. The couple has reportedly been dating since mid-2014, and the baby will have no shortage of friends. Deschanel's sister, Bones actress Emily Deschanel, is also pregnant with her second child. Meanwhile, Woody Allen is moving into uncharted territory. Amazon.com has announced it's teaming up with the Oscar winner for his first TV series. Allen is on board to write and direct. The show will be available on Prime Instant Video next year. 6 seasons and a movie. NBC may have canceled Community, but Yahoo is helping the show reach that goal. Season 6 of the cult comedy is scheduled to premiere on Yahoo Screen March 17th. Shirley joins a small group of characters who won't be returning to Greendale. Actress Yvette Nicole Brown has been released from her contract to care for her father. The Showbiz Report is brought to you by the show at Agua Caliente Resort, Spa and Rancho Mirage. Coming up on Saturday, you can see the Golden Boys, Frankie Avalon, Fabian, and Bobby Rydell. The rock band Styx will be there on the 24th. And on February 7th, check out Huey Lewis and the News. And stay tuned to KMIR News for your chance to win tickets to the show. Well, when arguments begin this week at the state of Michigan's highest court, one man will make history as the first blind justice on Michigan's Supreme Court. Ann Emmerich has the story.
You can usually hear this justice coming before you see him.
We go out this way, so we're in the hallway that goes to our office.
Correct.
The first blind member of Michigan's Supreme Court is proud of his success fighting for people with disabilities. Now he's bringing that same enthusiasm and passion to Michigan's highest court. It's a big job that requires a big transition.
Transitions don't happen easily for a blind person. You have to put tremendous work, tremendous effort, and tremendous intensity into everything that you do.
During his first week on the job, Justice Bernstein gave us a behind-the-scenes tour. We walked alongside him as he learned how to navigate the cavernous halls of justice.
I've learned this floor pretty well. So we're on the 6th floor, and the way you do it is you start with kind of small things, and you kind of memorize and internalize the small things.
Memory and internalization, 2 words Justice Bernstein says often, because for him it's a way of life. It's how he's already prepared to hear the court's first 10 cases. His assistant has read him volumes of information over and over.
So where others can rely on notes and use notation and kind of look at the case that way, in my situation that's not an option. So it actually requires me to know the case in the most intensive manner possible, because I simply don't have a choice but to do it that way.
So when he puts on his robe and takes his seat on the bench, this judge won't have a notepad and he won't know where to look. But his mind and his senses will be hard at work.
I think the biggest challenge that I think I'm going to have in terms of the logistics, especially on the first day, is actually really knowing which way to face, because I don't know where the people speak from. So even though I can't see them, you want to face in their direction just out of respect. It's something I've always been taught.
A blind justice, seeing the facts of each case in a whole new way.
Bus riders come in all shapes and sizes, but this is a whole new breed. Wait till you see who's taking the bus in Seattle all by herself. Jeannie Moos reports.
Who wants to sit next to a stranger on a bus? People smile at this passenger even when she licks their seat. For a while, it was a mystery. How can a dog be taking the bus by herself?
She sits here just like a person does. She's a person.
Not just off the leash, on her own, riding Seattle's Metro Transit.
She gets on and off by herself.
Local DJ Miles Montgomery was so struck that he took a selfie with a Black Lab Bull Mastiff mix.
So the dog gets off at the stop at the dog park and gets off the bus. And I just look out the window and I'm like, did that just happen?
She takes the bus only 3 or 4 stops, looking out the window to keep track of where she is. The bus drivers all know her, and now so do we. Her name is Eclipse.
She's been urbanized, totally. She's a bus riding, sidewalk walking dog.
Owner Jeff Young used to constantly take the bus with Eclipse to go to the dog park, but when Jeff stopped to smoke before boarding the bus, Eclipse got on without him. And now it's become a regular thing.
I catch up with her at the dog park.
What's the deal? Does the dog have a bus pass? Technically, large dogs are supposed to pay the same fare as their owner. But bus drivers have been letting her slide. Metro Transit told CNN, "We love that Eclipse loves to ride the bus. To keep Eclipse safe in the world, we'd like her to keep her owner on a leash." So if a dog's taking the bus by herself, what's next? 2 years ago, we told you about New Zealand's SPCA teaching shelter dogs to drive to show how smart they are.
Now, honest to God.
Yeah.
Isn't that the number one sign your dog is a bad driver? Always taking eyes off road to lick himself. Oh.
Let's hope Eclipse confines her licking to the seat. Jeannie Moos, CNN.
How can you not love this face?
New York.
Wow, that's one smart dog, Gino. Repetition.
That's a good face.
Still to come tonight.
Well, it may be rare to have identical triplets, but it's happening right now in Montana.
Now at the We Make It Easy sales event, get 0 APR on a new RAV4 or lease one for just $249 a month. Your SoCal Toyota dealer makes it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to Talk with Dental Group. I'm Dr. Mahmoudi.
You can relax and feel comfortable in our state-of-the-art facility. You can trust our experienced professional staff. We pride ourselves on providing personalized attention. From cosmetic to implants to general dentistry, our team can help you. And with the latest advances in dental technology, you will see a life-changing result with your smile. Call the TalkWiz Dental Group today at 760-325-6480 for a consultation, or visit our website, talkwizdentalgroup.com.
Basel, Switzerland, where once a year the world's most important leaders in the jewelry industry gather. Leeds & Sons buyers buy the best from the best. Our experts acquire the finest in each category directly from the designers and pass the savings on to our clients. For almost 7 decades, we continue to bring affordable luxury to the desert. The Jewelry and Watch Experts, Leeds & Son, voted #1 fine jewelry store in the Coachella Valley.
Introducing Fast Foods First, all-natural, grass-fed burger with no added hormones, no antibiotics, and no steroids. Fast food will never be the same. The all-natural burger, only at Carl's Jr.
Begin your French adventure at Le Pont. From our wide selection of classic appetizers, followed by one of Le Pont's creative and unique entrees. Our desserts will amaze you, featuring Le Pont's famous soufflé. Le Pont, a little bit of France on El Paseo.
Now at the We Make It Easy sales event, get 0 APR on a spacious new Sienna, or lease one for just $279 a month. Your SoCal Toyota dealer makes it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight, Fallon has Chris Hemsworth.
This is fun, man.
Playing Water War.
That wasn't bad.
Plus pros and cons, and Sienna Miller makes a splash too. Then Seth has Michael Strahan. New Tonight Show, then Late Night, NBC Tonight.
Well, before you head up to bed tonight, here's a little something to sleep on. Identical triplets are extremely rare. There's a brand new member, though, of that exclusive club. Here they are, these 3 fellers in Montana.
They're adorable, born on December 5th. While triplets may be a bit more common these days, they're usually fraternal, so identical triplets are perhaps 1 in 500,000 or 1 in a million. The parents of the boys are already thinking of the lifetime of joy and confusion that awaits them.
They didn't have enough names because one of them was Baby
Yes,
A.
Baby A. Baby A.
But then the other one was Ian.
Baby
so
boy
it's like
A.
they had 1 name ready to go, maybe 2, but not 3.
Baby boy A.
My father's birth certificate says Baby Fox, which caused a lot of trouble for him in the Navy, really. All right, beautiful week on the way.
Okay. That's all?
That's it.
All right.
All right, let's
Thank
go do
you.
it for us. See you back here tomorrow at 5.